never knew so many folk round here on roller skates, or what slowness really feels like.
I never knew that a new world could contain people who thank you for singing to yourself. Or spring. Never really noticed spring arrive before, never watched it gear up to do its bit.
I never knew my sisters and me could live without an argument, that I'd be able to stay home this bloody long, how empty the view is from here when there's no one in it.
I never knew how much you could miss a class full of children, that living for the weekend would seem so ridiculous when there is no weekend anymore.
That people could get so angry over the little things. It's lashing out from being scared, I guess. But at the same time, that people can find so much kindness and keep it close.
I never knew the best and worst of us live so shallow under our skin. I never knew how much of what we are is reacting, all together in the same room.
I never knew how much I'd want to hold my nephew. He's only 4 weeks old.
Although I knew I'd miss my daughter, I miss watching sports that haven't already happened. I miss knowing that this thing is live and undecided. But yeah, I miss my daughter more.
All that said though, all that said, there are things from this I'd keep for sure when we're allowed hugs and pubs, when we can use the word spontaneous again.
When I can sketch an object that's not my kitchen bin, when we can walk the streets round here and they're back to being display cases.
For all the food I'm missing and the wideness of the world.
When the dating apps spring back to life.
And when the students come back to the art class.
Now reclaim the allotment. When the nature that's reclaimed it. And the AA meetings will fill up again with the people that have made it back.
And I can tell my mum in person. This made me realise how much more I should call her than I do. Yeah, there are things I'll definitely keep.
Finding beauty where I can, not where I'm told. Finding places in myself to create, beyond the dreary Facebook cut and paste where dreaming goes to die.
I'll keep the names that I've learned among my neighbours and the smiles we've earned from favours.
The fact is, it turns out I don't need half the things I bought before this. I don't mean in the supermarket. I mean half the shopping I ever did was useless.
I'll keep the value of the one-to-one with a kid who really needs the help. I'll keep the new tattoo designs I'm thinking of, assuming I remember how to mix the ink.
I'll keep the revelation that I found in isolation. I'm not as invisible as the world made me believe. I'll keep the feeling that I never got before, of knowing what I've got and what it means.
I'll keep the feeling there's a starting point. You can always find a starting point. A conversation, if you need to.
I'll keep the world that never really went away. Keep Cheetham Hill and Tameside, Lee, Lefkes, Leicester, Galway, Anglesey, Mumbai, Prestatyn, Blackpool, New Orleans,
Chegutu, Idao and Los Angeles, Buxton, Tenerife and Farm in Ballyfin, Athens, Hiroshima and Dukhan, Adnamerken, Glasgow, Haslingden,
the Tyneside Coast and Durham, Holyhead, Hawaii, Sidmouth, Ghana, Maidenhead, Albacete, Felixstowe, New Mills.
The campsite that we'll go back to in Wales. A cottage I've not seen yet, by some hills. And of course, the feeling that there's nowhere outside Manchester as good.
And if there were anything to pass on, not that I want to give advice, but maybe if we're sharing what we've learned from Cheetham Hill, Lee, Tameside and beyond.
To keep us going, so we meet again, when 30's big and smile, open back up. And we're not worried to breathe the same air, then maybe I'll pass on some stuff like,
don't forget the ones who kept this city going. They should never be invisible again. And let's not forget the kick up the backside that Mother Nature has given us.
And don't take walking for granted, and don't take anything for granted for that matter. It's easy to be scared, But don't let fear make you cruel. Keep it in the day.
Remember the people you haven't yet met, but still hold the parts of us we found in all this that was better than how we used to be. Hold them for when we meet again.
We found more compassion than we thought we had. We felt this together while we were apart.
And more than that, the ways of living we've been told were just the way it is, and just the way it is. They're just one way.
It turns out, if we want to, we can change the rules. Let's not forget that when we're back in the same room.